Welcome to a short update on Zerywia. I have a direct line with the creator, Dominic Kaspersky, via Discord, and I also helped with initial proofreading. As you know, there is a new version in the making, at least in the planning, and it will be started later at the end of this year. In the meantime, what you can do, because everything takes forever in Zerywia production, what you can do for yourself is to add some clarification parts. And the best way to do that, I found out, is to just simply write by hand, if you have handwriting, or if you have a printer, then you can use the printer. But I'm going through all the additions that you should add that will help you. So on page 8 of the rulebook, it is discussing the dread, and there is a problem that dread is an effect when you get too much taint, and then you cannot pray, your abilities change, you become the dread version. There is also a card that allows you to gain a dread, and it's not explained how that works. So if you add cards that allow you to gain dread, from normal, allow you to become normal at will. So this makes the card gives the same characteristic as a feat that you simply can employ and then discard after use. Gaining the dread form is of course worth considering when battling an enemy or a challenge. Then there is page 10. Here it is described that how the saga cards work. So the saga cards are in one of these 5 symbols, and if they are a story card, and it looks like this. There are several things to note here. Let's just go top. So first, here is, I don't know if you can see it. Multiplayer. Players may borrow a feat card from another player. During borrow, all references refer to the borrower only. Return after borrower's end turn. So you can borrow a card, feat card, but the text that is in the card, the card ability, it refers to you and your, and it is not clear what the you and your actually mean, who they refer to. And the creator confirmed that it would refer only to the one person, the borrower. Then this part is, I don't know if you can read that. After using a feat, exhaust it, rotate and refresh at night. This means that you can only use a card, feat card, once per day. Yeah, you would expect, but it isn't present. So then the last part is story headers showing shields. Add shields to the creature. For example, Svara's and Saga card. If you add this, then it will be much more clear that at the end story of this, you see here these symbols, and if there is an enemy, then these symbols refer to how the creature is enhanced instead of the normal creature. This got me stumped when I was playing Svara. So that would be helpful. For the rest, it is not such a bad rulebook, and I wouldn't expect too much from the revised version. Here is on page 17 the text that you should add. You may park, in quotes, journey tokens on regions and cards. Parked doesn't really stick, a bit too skimpy on the scotch tape. Parked tokens may be picked up by any hero. Both actions are free. The problem is that if you are cursed or otherwise don't have a memory of 3, you can only carry up to 2 saga journey tokens. Sometimes the story card for the saga requires you to deliver 3 journey tokens. And the way to do that is to park a few and then go back and pick them up again. But since it's a cooperative game, you can also help other players with less memory. And as you can see, the rest is just underlining, strengthen, defile from the left, under, etc. And these are not omissions, they are just accents. What else do we have? Okay, here it is page 33, and above the ability of a creature can be used at a time indicated by the icon on the card. You should write single use only, semicolon, discard after use. It is confirmed that the creatures and the items are single one-time cards, and in item cards it's already written that item cards are one-time cards that are discarded after use. So this the creature cards are one-time cards that are discarded after use is an equally good solution. There's something should be written there. Now I've made I think once before such a video. Page 35 is about the epic battle. Yeah, so scenario usually has an epic battle, but the preparing the heralds and the battle and how to resolve it is very unclear and gave everybody a lot of headache. The 2 things that are missing that will help you to process this normally is here you add under the battle above result. During epic battle, time stops. Only after retreat it resumes. And this resolves a lot of issues that what about when time runs out while you're still battling the herald? Well, it doesn't apply. Under results, actually it should be under preparing the herald, but there is no space here. So in a reprint this could be rearranged. What is missing here is only use Herald deck if Herald has no attack symbols on his card. So C1 S2 Dread Fleet Tyrant, for example, does not use Ukmar deck. As you know that the first scenario has Ukmor's masks. It would seem that you use for any herald the Ukmor mask attack cards, and that is not how it was meant to be. And the accent is very subtle because let's see how it was. Yeah, one card from the enemy deck. It is not clear here. I'll show you in the scenario book. But this will help you. So only for Ukmor you have these Ukmor cards, 2 and 2. For the Dreadfully Tyrant and for other enemies that have their own attack, these scenario black cards are not used. Then for page 36 there is an issue with the campaign epos and single scenario, and all these things they for a single scenario, if you go to another scenario, but it was for example afternoon, how do you continue in the next scenario? If you did a legend or dungeon delve in between 2 sessions, or in between 2 scenarios, what is the time start? What kind of day is it? Now we figured it out in the Discord that if you just simply make it clear that every scenario starts at dawn, regardless of game mode, including Legends, Delve, Dungeon, Pack, then it's very clear how to approach this. So this was mostly everything for the rulebook. Scenario book is I think time for a next video.